definitely to take a windbreaker if you brought them. I'm not sure if an umbrella is going to help you very much with the wind. Probably we'll have some Mary Poppins sceneries there, but we will see. Maybe it works, maybe it's not. But that's their own rules, of course. So this is on the left-hand side. Already you see the Schelde River, and it will be coming up on your right-hand side. And this is the first part of the Delta works of the started. Yeah, because then nothing is happening, and this is wonderful. So you see here on the right hand side the North Sea. If you keep on swimming, you end up in Great Britain. Yeah, or if you miss Great Britain, you end up in America. Yeah. So here are the big pillars, and in between they have huge big doors, and this is actually the storm surge barrier already, and we will be later able to go really underneath inside of this. And on the left hand side the Schelde. Later on, the first part is actually all inside, unless you want to walk towards the seatbelts, of course. Yeah, then you might want to take as well your coat or windbreaker in order to go a little bit outside, maybe have a fresh nose.
You have some time to spend here in the exhibition, and just before the exit doors, the white exit doors, there is a little shop, and you are requested to be back in the bus at 4:15, so 4:15. And you will find the bus, and when you walk through the shop, at the end of the shop, the two white doors, and they will open for you.
It was made in 1958, 5 years after the disaster of '53. Other questions at this moment? I don't think at this moment. It is very calm today, not that much wind force. And the windmills on the next artificial island.
Right down here?
Yeah, down here somewhere.
You think here? We are here. This is the north side of the Neeltje Jans. So we can see the next artificial island over there, where the 12 windmills are. And this is the middle channel of the tree, with 17 piers and 16 gates in between. Then the artificial island with the 12 windmills. And between this artificial island and Schouwen-Duiveland, that is the northern channel, with 16 piers and 15 gates in between.
Got some people wanting to get through here.
Yeah, okay, they can pass us, that's no problem. And about 5 kilometers from here to the south, between Neeltje Jans and Noord-Beveland, that is the widest channel, with 32 piers and 31 steel gates. And at this moment, all the gates are open, because there is no storm today, and normally in this period of the year, in the summer, we don't expect that. The storm season is from the end of September, half of September, till the start of April. And so in these months it is not really expected that we need to close the 62 steel gates. So they are all open, and at this moment it is a period of high tide. At the right side of the barrier we can see a little bit the currents. No, the material for the artificial islands, and that was all sand, and that was pumped from the sandbanks, the sandbars here, to this position. Yeah. And the top level now of the islands, where the road is on top, that is 12 meters, so about 36 feet above normal Amsterdam level. And that's our 0 point for the country, for the Netherlands.
Kan je eens even kijken of de connectie nog goed is, want ze vallen hier allemaal achteruit. Everybody is falling in and out?
Yeah, my connection is well. First traffic beam. I will show you a list with most of the 24 times I mentioned there, 20 times. And there was 1 year, 1990, with 7 closures in 1 year time. So there was a lot of northwestern storm in that year. And we had to close 7 times in 1 year. This happened many times, not only in this part of the country, the southwestern part, but also in the northern provinces. For example, in the year 1686, there was a flood disaster in November in the provinces Friesland and Groningen, and that's in the north of the country. 1,558 victims in that. 20 times, 20 closures mentioned, of the totally 24. And here you can see the year 1990, 7 times in 1 year. And in the last week of February, it was 4 times of each other. Also included the 1st of March of that year. And on the 27th of February, it was the highest water level of a closure, doing a closure, 3.69 meters. We will close the gates of this storm surge barrier when there is a water level, a high tide level expected. Concrete can become dangerous for the dikes around the land.
Was earthquake considered in designing this thing?
Was there an earthquake considered here? No, this part of the world we don't expect earthquakes, so it's lucky for us. So.
How do the islands work to keep the water out? How do the islands work to keep the water out?
You mean the artificial islands?
Yeah, the artificial islands.
Well, they are made of sand inside, but now it's all covered with basalt stones, and so the sand cannot not move away anymore.
Like a dam.
Yes, right. And the Neeltje Jans, it's now part, of course, of the whole barrier, also the other artificial island. It's now like a solid dike. It's 5 kilometers in length. You have to replace
The rubber seal on those gates. The rubber seal. The rubber seal on the barrier? Is there rubber seal on it?
No, the gate is steel, and the gate goes along an aluminium bronze strip to move down and up. And the expected lifetime of the steel gates is 50 till 60 years. Then you can install new ones. And the expected minimum lifetime of the concrete parts, at least 200 years expected.
Sunset.
整个拆解，上面有人吃拉肚子，整个全 scrub 的 whole。